banned here, which is interesting. Are they expecting Weva to play an early tempo jungler? Because it still does look like that he can still play the Vladimir. Sorry, not the Vladimir, the Shyvana. To set things up actually for Trace Esports. Because oftentimes, you know, if you play the Shyvana, you still have lots of AoEs to work with. And you can also use your Dragon's Descent to actually set things up.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a massive option here for Weibo for sure. Picking up the Shyvana and enabling that frontline ability for Trace Esports to even distract Hong later on.
Yeah.
Possibly even Sky on teamfight, preventing them from having the combination that they want in a team fight. And taking a bit of Jace, I think, is just a respect as well on his performance against ABG. He was really, really strong at that time. And Ashe as well removed, but still okay.
Yeah, it's either Ashe or the Ezreal, right? Like both of them would work handily with the lineup that Trace Esports does have right now. In fact, there are two choices that Trace Esports possess, right? Like it's either they go for the Shyvana or the Yone. Those are the two picks that I feel is very strong to round out the draft here by Trace Esports, because they have the late game. All right, they do have the Ezreal that will really scale well into the late game. When it comes to level 5 team fighting or 5 minutes team fighting, that's when their massive ultimates will come into play. If ever FPX will bring the fight into them, but good catch on the Alistar. This is going to be prioritized by FPX, and they need an early tempo jungler. This is the way to do it. You cannot let Weibo scale up.
Absolutely. And FPX, Springdale 7, bringing the big guns out here in this game for the early game, like what you mentioned, to just take a bit of a control against Weibo, especially that they're going in blind. Weibo hasn't picked up his champion just yet, and we mentioned the Vi, we mentioned the Shyvana. Looks like it's gonna be the Vi instead. He wants some punch action here against FPX, and he's gonna deliver as well.
Oh, interesting, right? Like they're now they have two ways to deliver the Galio. They do have the Vi and they do have the Camille, but I just think that this Vi is too safe of a pickup for Trace Esports. I feel, you know, they could have gone for some other champions to really suit the playstyle of Weibo, because if anything, Weibo is that player that I don't mind playing the greedy champions, right? I don't mind him playing all the carry champions in the game, just cause that's where he really shines. I remember last season on the Wukong, his impact was not Weibo-esque, right? It's not. It's as if, you know, Weibo was not the one playing. In this, you know, this Vi going to get picked for Weibo. Sure, yeah, you can say that Weibo on the Vi is still a perfect pair, that he can still carry on the champion, but we're just seeing them maybe expanding the champion pool of Weibo altogether. But I feel, you know, that this is maybe FPX's draft. Yeah, I feel that FPX does have the better draft, just looking at the personnel as well.
I mean, great early game, great scaling, great team fighting, as well as outplay ability compared to Trace Esports, right? Oh, they have a much more one-sided or linear approach on Trace Esports. And yeah, this is also going to be the first time that Weibo picked up the Vi. It has been quite a long time. We've last seen him back in season 1. Right now, just the champion pool expanding.
Yep.
Again, it is risky, but not as risky as Sky just going in here flashed away. What were you doing there, man?
That's a big question mark. Going to the side of Sky, and so that means that Corrin does. Wait, that's a solo kill on the bot lane, though. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it was just, that was odd, to be honest.
Yeah, Ezreal going down, and of course, kind of expected. You don't have the Arcane Shift available at level 1. Mystic shots are what you bank on. I wonder how the engage connected, right? Because that's basically the only way for a potential solo kill or lane kill to happen. I don't think so.
Alright. We'll look at the replay in the bottom.
Yeah, okay, so Chow was the one who engaged using the face rush and targeted easily Juju. This is the power of the Alistar. Level 1, not expected. He did flash. Oh, okay.
Okay, I thought it was. I thought it right like, side of my eye.
Yeah.
What? Okay. But not gonna matter at least for much, because Lisa is playing passively as well, just poking, just sustaining, just DSing. But
Did
bottom
you see
lane,
the amount of? Did you see the amount of first blood that Kong has already secured for himself? He already secured 8 first bloods. What?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a lot. Wait, he missed. See,
Yeah,
that's my point. That's my point. Now he doesn't have flash. Okay.
Yeah. What is happening now in this game? We had so many things that we analyzed prior towards the game, so many predictions as well, and then everything just shattered in pieces. Trace Esports
I
not
don't
having
know.
the best start as well.
I'd admit that it was the Shyvana. He will not even attempt to gank that lane, right? Like he will just go for lane minions, and you look at how Tak is so willing to prep up some camps. Gift right? Oh no. Wait, I don't think
Like,
that's
nope.
a good idea, Chow, because he doesn't have flash, right? That wait, hang on. Why did the? Because Weba was already level 5, right? And had it been that he all-inned against the Alistar, it could be a potential kill.
But he didn't. So it's again so many weird scenarios happening now in this game.
Yeah.
He is prepping up for mid. Sky it won. Oh, didn't
Never.
connect, but Korn actually flashed in. But his intent is gonna be used right now, and they would be able to get the kill at the very least.
Yeah.
So low in HP. Shingdao 7 might actually chase. Does have the Dragon Strays. All he needs is to
One more?
connect that
Okay.
Sonic Wave, and it will be done.
Yep, minions crashing onto the mid lane though, that still is something positive to decide to Trace Esports. I just want to just go back to what happened in the mid lane, right? Like yeah, sure, this is the Vice kit should allow you to really go and do some tower dives, and that also is allowed by the Vladimir also being able to cast the Sanguine Pool to make sure that he can drop the aggro at any moment. Now Weba, he doesn't have ultimate.
Oh, great Blade Caller. Yeah, and no ult for Weba, so this is pretty much a weird gap.
Yeah. Will be there if FPX ever decides to overstep. Featherstorm was already invested, and Korn is the first one to rotate here on towards the bot lane. He might just be able to cancel out the recall of Kong here. Yep, he will.
Just slowing down the recall there of Kong, and we'll be going back into the mid lane. The Sky FL is catch hit. He's a little bit off guard. Has the transfusion. Is win on the post. They will prep up for the first objective here. Mountain Dragon. Quite good actually here for either side.
Yeah, for the soul, especially knowing that Mountain Soul gives resistances and extra shields as well. It's almost as good as one item, to be honest with you. And so now FPX will be rotating their dual lane here into the mid lane. Same can be said for Juju. The only concerning thing about Juju is his mana is almost depleted. Good thing is there are some fruits to be eaten here. But you can see that the impact of Ezreal, at least in the first few minutes of the game, he doesn't have the mana item yet. It's slowly getting controlled to the advantage of Kong.
Kong has been performing really well. Whenever the champion that he uses, very comfortable to be aggressive and maintain his aggressiveness because of the backup that he has with his team.
Weba might just go in from blind spots, and Chao starting the team fight.
He was charging. He wants to get to Shingdao 7. Missed again. Yeah. Hexagon Divinity is going to be used, but Korn might just be in trouble. Good smite coming in from Weba, but the team fight might just not be in their favor because Dawn already is forcing Korn to disengage. Alright, you backed away. Everything's fine for Trace Esports.
And the presence of mind by Weba to use the Rift Herald's empowered recall to not allow Donwan to chase him down. We look at that combo once again coming from Weba. He had the right idea. He wants to pin down Shingdao 7. But his Vault Breaker into the Flash leaves so much to be desired. But the problem that I have for FPX is the level 5 team fights, right? Like just looking at the ultimates available to Trace Esports, although they're longer cooldowns, it's so impactful. They have the Hero's Entrance, they have the Hex Up Ultimatum, they also have the Assault and Battery, and so now FPX will have to try to defend this tower. They will be successful in doing so, I think. Yeah, but the dragon is still alive. No objective handshake as of the meantime.
FPX becoming stalled here in this dragon takedown. Until 7 wants to start this, or at least secure a vision objective here towards this bottom side river, as the other players from both teams just go on the reset.
No dragon started at 6 minutes and 40, and that's bad for FPX, because so far Trace Esports is getting what they want tempo-wise. They were already able to get a lot of tower plates in the mid lane. But Kong still presents to be one of the win conditions for Trace Esports. If he will continue to play out of his mind, he might just be the savior the FPX needs.
They spot out Chow, but again, just forcing out some abilities here. Chow is still stacking a bit too much damage. And Kong has to use the Feather Storm already and disengage. Mayday for FPX, but Single 7 is still alive.
Yeah.
It might hide
he missed.
his Sonic Wave Core. Oh no! Safeguard in is the only option, and it's gonna be denied. Wave of missing this might be a little bit alarming.
Yeah, and then Juju was able to get the first tower. Crazy Sports gets to the dragon, and I was praising Kong with his play in the early stages of the game, but in that skirmish, it was all Juju.
Yeah, everything was Juju.
Yeah.
Trace Esports having a bit of a change in the momentum of every single player here. Quite alarming, to be honest, and surely the other teams, particularly Thunder Talk, is looking towards what Trace Esports is doing right now and what they're lacking in some areas, so that when they're gonna be battling against them, they would be prepped up. And FPX, they're also taking note, surely, on how they're gonna be approaching this.
That's a Black Cleaver Vi. Okay.
Okay.
I never expected a day that I will see Weibo playing for the team. But hold that thought, Lee Sao trying to go for... I don't think they have enough to kill down Don 128.
Are they gonna try? Counter-Strike gonna be used. He's taking too much tower damage. That 3 auto attacks of the 30 as well as taking too much. But he does have his ult to maybe go on an outplay. Dawn is stalling so much time. This tower is helping so much as well. Executive gonna be used. Finally, he would secure the kill. But in the bottom lane, Korn died.
Yeah, lots of time being bought by Don 128 on the top side. This is the power of the Jacks, but against 2 people, you know, just trying to stall as much as he can. The Hextech Ultimatum Ghost Frames really proved to be very much what was needed by Trace Esports to secure that kill. Let's look at that one play again in the bot lane. This is a solo kill, by the way. No way. It's a 1-for-1, and if you were a Korn, yeah, sure, I die here, but I killed your mid laner first, so that should still be the advantage to the side of Trace Esports. So far, you look at this game, 9 minutes and 26 in. Mid tower already destroyed, top tower already destroyed. 2 objectives to the side of Trace Esports. FPX is definitely on the back foot.
Yeah, and Trace Esports slowly building momentum, slowly scaling up, and just making sure that FPX doesn't have control in this game. And again, this is one of the concerns we actually had, because FPX, they like to be aggressive. They want to overpower their opponent and cause them to just be desperate in responding. But Trace Esports has been diligent. They have been really patient in their scaling, and they have been really good at tracking down FPX, denying them from their engages and just forcing them to be reactive, just like this. Ultimatum gonna be used. Camille is able to escape, and now Weibo is going a little bit deep, but the hero's entrance will be there to back him up, as well as Korn just going in hard against FPX. Weibo as well survived for so long! Under the tower is still safe. Chow will be the one to get blown apart. And Trace Esports, such a clean team fight for them.
Yeah, and then they take down the tower as well in the process, and Trace Esports is really not looking back here, Giang. 10 minutes and 30. Highest gold to Weibo, and highest gold, or the most gold over to Trace Esports. And again, you look at this Orianna, not even able to do damage at this point in the game. Horn is just maximizing his kit right now. He's in between 2 towers. He doesn't care. Does have a Sanguine Pool as well. And if you are Trace Esports, who is there to stop you right now? Like, the amount of crowd control allowed by the lineup of FPX is really revolving around this Alistar, and so far Chow hasn't done anything,
Oh.
and he pushed back a minion.
This is like the 4th time that someone ganked Lee Sao in the top lane, and every single one was unsuccessful. Now are they gonna be committing once again? Because this is a little bit questionable for FPX. They sent out SkyFL as well, but the rest of Trace Esports are there.
Chingdo 7 might just be able to find the best engage or the engage that he's been looking for since minute number 1, because so far it's all Weiba. Weiba though,
He's
finally
gonna get caught. Feather Storm not gonna be used. That was odd. And yeah, they basically just allowed Weibo to be able to escape while using so many of the resources already. Juju's still safe. A solid battery gonna be used now into the team fight as Dawn unable to get the kill by Feather Storm gonna be used. Lee Sao getting a kill. Oh man, it's just absolutely a disaster for FPX at this point. Korn gonna be there, just spreading the blood all over FPX's faces. And FPX, they're just wiped away here.
Yeah, and Tak was there to body block for Mr. Weiba. I am going to save Weiba. Weiba still survives. And in all that chaos, with Weiba surviving, everything that could go right did go right for the side of Trace Esports. The contrary will be said here for Chingdo 7. He wanted to enter the Baron Pit, but will easily be denied by the Galio of Tak. And that, again, is another primary objective. Remember my request? My request was a clean 2-0 in favor of one team, right?
It's looking like that.
Yep, it's looking like that, exactly.
Exactly. Oh, second dragon for Trace Esports. And FPX cannot do anything but watch and clear out their waves. You see the Lee Sin in the top lane as well. And yeah, they're basically just giving objective right now for Trace.
Exactly. So, massive advantage to the side of Trace Esports. And again, I just want to point out that Weiba is just playing out of his mind right now. Close to level 13. And he will be getting that level 13 sooner than later. Finally, is level 13. Can engage at any moment now, but Weiba is holding back. 1-3-1 is being commenced here by Trace Esports, and this is what we expect, right? From the Baron push.
Even if they are ahead, they will still be patient, but Juju but actually just get caught. The person is going to be there. Weiba trying to get at least a 1-for-1 trade, but the tower damage is just too much. Hero's entrance, good engage by Chingdo 7. The Hectic Ultimatum will deny any further follow-up. And get the kill onto the reason as well. Korn is onto the back line, just dealing massive damage. Kong will be able to survive, but not this Jax. Dawn 1-7 counter strike will be denied. Actually, just a jump away. But the tower will be taken by Trace Esports. Still a lot of momentum for their side.
Yep. So far, so good though. If you're a fan of FPX, they were able to at least make sure that their inhibitor towers will be standing strong. Let's look at that replay once again. This is the 1-3-1 split push that was easily denied by Chow's perfect engage. Juju going down means that there's a lot more opportunity for FPX to be able to win a team fight. And again, that's the AD carry down. Even Korn was denied by Chow, but the Ignite, I believe, got him in the end. And yeah, I was right. Ignite coming in from Korn was clutch, taking the Alistar's life. But Trace Esports still is in the advantage.
Oh, CC Chain once again. Chingdo 7 will not able to survive. And it's a tough day for FPX. Oh, that's tough.
It's super clean so far for Trace Esports, outside of the fact that Chow was able to do an inhumane engage in the mid lane. But how many times can you do it really? Especially with Flash not being available. Kong. He's just going to wait.
Hero's entrance. Just for the disengage, I mean, zone control from FPX. They're basically just taking control of every single lane, even the bottom lane. Dawn 1-8 is struggling to go up against Lee Sao. They turn onto the Ezreal, but immediate defense there by Juju and Tak. Man, the bodyguards are really serving well.
They are the front line. That is pretty much what is needed by Trace Esports. And so far, no inhibitor towers down as of yet. But there is a soul waiting to join Trace Esports. I believe that is the Mountain Soul. that if it ever joins, this is a solo kill waiting to happen though.
Oh,
Surely, right?
No.
Boom!
Feather Storm is not available this time around.
I mean, even if it was, I believe he's still dead.
It's still dead.
Yeah, he's still dead, right? Like, the amount of damage that Vladimir does have right now is just too big. Yeah.
They turn, and there's no ADC. Great shockwave, but there's no follow-up at all from the rest of FPX's side. Single 7 is just watching teammates die at this point. Trace Esports happy with the exchanges. They're willing to just repeat this on and on again until they get more kills in the Baron.
The attack will be serving as a bodyguard, but Shingo 7 was able to find a way. Can he go in though? He can't!
He can't! No, not
Exec
a
ultimatum, hero's entrance.
The combo is just there. So clean coming in from Trace Esports side. And tap the zone control.
Yeah, no soul is needed, at least for this game, because another Baron push, Weiba going in, assault and battery. Gray screen once again for Kong.
Once again.
He just revived. What?
He just spawned up and again, just died once again. Trace Esports with a dominating game number 1 against FPX.
It started very promising to the side of FPX after Kong securing